What's going on, everyone, and welcome to another random movie review channel. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Chase, and let's talk about one. And the one I want to talk about right now is Goodnight Oppy. Now, this one actually is in select theaters this Friday, November 4th, and it hits Amazon Prime Video November 23rd, I believe, if you care to watch this film, regardless of what I'm about to say. So, what is this movie about? Well, it's a documentary, and the film follows Opportunity, the Mars Exploration Rover, affectionately dubbed Oppy by her creators and scientists at NASA. Oppie was originally expected to live for only 90 days, but she ultimately explored Mars for nearly 15 years. So, going into this film, I never saw a trailer for it, but I was alive at this point in time when it was shot off into space and throughout its entire duration, which is crazy for me to even say because, like, when you're watching this, you're like, oh, this is really exciting. And you're like, 2004. It's like, yeah, I was alive back then. And I remember as a kid watching this kind of unfold as the rockets were shot up and as they were traveling there. But after that point, I didn't really know what what happened when they landed on Mars, what they discovered, what NASA kind of got for information. I didn't know any of that. So it was nice to kind of see a documentary to compress those 15 years into an hour and 45-minute package to really kind of show us what these rovers went through. So, yeah, I knew about it as a kid, but I didn't know anything else beyond the surface. Just launching into space. Didn't know anything beyond that. So, after not seeing any trailer and me kind of being a curious person, I love anything that has to do with space. So, I finally saw the film. I want to take a break to thank the sponsor of this video, Movie Palette. Hi, it's me interrupting me, and I just wanted to take a break to thank the sponsor of this review, Movie Palette. Movie Palette takes the concept of the movie poster to the next level. Movie Palette consists of stripes of colors carefully chosen by their team of artists. Every stripe represents a color of a particular scene in a movie and is put in chronological order on the canvas. There are so many movies to pick from, and it doesn't even stop there. They also have whole seasons of TV shows. I recently moved and I needed some things to put on my wall, and I was getting tired of putting up traditional movie posters and wanting something different, and Movie Palette stepped up to the plate. The movie palette that I chose was one of my favorite movies of all time, Logan. This gorgeous palette is a constant reminder of how beautiful this film is and how each scene evokes a different emotion all through its language of color, not to mention a great conversation starter. This is a unique piece to any film and TV lover's home, and I want to help you get one. Use the discount code CHASE15 for 15% off of any product on their website. Film is art, so why not display your favorite as such? That's 15% off of your order when you use the code CHASE15. I really like this one. It has a great blend of our archive footage from the people in the NASA control room, interview shots, and then animatics to really show what these rovers went through, and it's realized beautifully. And the animation was done by ILM, so it's gonna be top notch. It kind of reminded me of a little bit of some of Wally's opening scenes, which was really nice. But yeah, I really like this one, and so I think director Ryan White here really has a great blend of making this film educational, making it a historical documentary, and then also really entertaining. Like this is a film just like Wally, where you were immediately invested into these rovers. Like they respond back to the NASA control deck, and it's really cute. It's just like back up or turn right, and then it says like will do, thank you, or something like that. So it's just a really lovable type of rover that we just want to see go along this journey. And like even when it was stuck in like storms or precarious situations where it got its tire stuck in the sand, like you just wanted it to get out. And so having this emotional weight to it was really nice because when the journey of Oppie was done and you could see the emotion kind of pouring out of all of the NASA employees' faces, that was really touching because like they spent years of their lives trying to accomplish this mission, and they got as much as they did over the 15-year period. Like it was amazing to kind of watch this unfold. So I thought director Ryan White really kind of balanced a lot of interesting filming techniques and kind of crammed it into a film that is a documentary, but also could be played out as a fictional, exhilarating film about a little robot that could. So, yeah, I really liked just kind of the symphony that Ryan White kind of took us through. Angela Bassett is the narrator for the film. Listen, Angela Bassett, she's a queen. She can do no wrong in my eyes. I think she's a phenomenal actress, but I guess I never really thought of her as a voiceover talent. So it was really nice to kind of hear her voice because I really think she has kind of like this warm and comforting voice to really kind of um, add along to the adventure that we're watching. It kind of reminded me a lot of the nature doc narrators, like the Disney nature films. She has that kind of caliber to her. And then even when it was like getting into an intense situation with the rover, she still had like this calmness about her as she was delivering this information, and it really kind of made the scene less anxiety inducing because her voice is so welcoming. So I really liked her addition as the narrator. The documentary shots are shot really well. Really, I don't know where they shot all this, but they utilized a lot of interesting spaces and locations, made the documentaries kind of pop a little bit visually. All the archive footage of everyone in like kind of the NASA deck was really nice because we don't really get to see that much as as the public, so that was really kind of cool. And then the animation was really well done. Like I said, kind of had like the crispness and the um groundedness of like a Wally. It wasn't like to that caliber, but it had those essence of that film. And so I really liked the way they animated Mars, the rover, just the weather, like everything just felt so realized, and you felt like you were there, and I felt like I was a part of this rover's journey. So I really thought ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, I thought they killed it with the visuals. And uh yeah, I thought the actual animations themselves really accompany the story, really kind of show us like what these rovers went through, because no one's filming on Mars, so like this is the best that we can do. And so I thought it was really riveting and just beautiful stuff. And there was even one shot towards the tail end of it, quite beautiful, like towards the tail end of Oppy's journey. So yeah, I thought it was a really great way to tell the story visually, and it's really powerful stuff. It just adds, once again, a visual pop to it. But yeah, I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was informational. I thought it was exciting. I am one that is a sucker for anything space related. So yeah, if you're looking for a documentary, I think this is a great pick. If you're looking for a space film, this is also a great pick. It's also rated PG, so it's perfect for families, especially if like you have kids that are like really curious about space or like want to become an astronaut or whatever. Show them this. I think their mind's just going to run with imagination and wonderment, and really just kind of put a smile on everyone's faces, knowing that like this rover like did so much for NASA and collected so much data and like all that stuff. It just, I don't know, just it makes you smile. It just makes you realize that like, wow, we as a species and a society, we can do some great things sometimes, like shooting a robot out into space and discovering what's out there. So, yeah, I think this is a pretty good little choice if you want to watch it this weekend. But it will, or no, excuse me, it is in select theaters November 4th, and it will hit Amazon Prime Video November 23rd. So, apologies for that in the beginning and everything, but yeah. Um, yeah, I thought this was a pretty good one. So check it out if this is your jam. So that will do it for this review, guys. Thank you for joining me. Please let me know down below whether you liked it, loved it, hated it, all that stuff. And that will do it for this review. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.